Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to another timeless pick a card reading, where in this reading, we're going to be asking just what does our significant current soulmate want us to know, or our soul partner, or our twin flame. And it's possible that you might have messages from one, two, or all three, depending on your life. I'm going to step through what each of those are, just so a clear understanding of what you are looking for and what are the intentions of the reading. So a soulmate, like our significant current soulmate, is what we're going to hear from. But a soulmate is a individual, a soul, that we have a divine appointment to be in this relationship with, as a mirror for each of us, each to each other. That can be a family member, it can be a friend, it can be a coworker, a schoolmate, or a romantic relationship. And it can be someone that's in our life for a moment, a day, a week, a year, or a lifetime. And they can be a stepping stone on our journey, through our adventure. And a soul partner is a little different than a soulmate, because a soul partner would be like the final partner that we'll be with in this lifetime. And like we mentioned, other soulmates were stepping stones to bring us to an appreciation of this partner and to help us raise our vibration. So it could be like a cohesive match. It's where we are matching and we draw each other to each other like magnets. Now, a soulmate, we're all going to have tons of soulmates throughout our life, because it could be family, friends, or whatever. So we will have those in every lifetime. And a soul partner may not necessarily be a romantic partner that we end up with. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, and it can even be spirit. So that is what a soul partner is. And then a twin flame. Now, with all of these definitions, everyone could be having a different way of looking at them. And these are how Spirit has explained them to me. And by no means am I saying that this is what you have to believe and how you have to approach it. But for this reading and for my life currently, this is what Spirit has told me. So a twin flame is a soul partner that is a special agent with an extra special mission. The flame between individuals is hot in passion, also in connection. We're unable to escape from that magnetic pull to each other because it's so extreme. We can't get away. It's like we're tied together by a cord that we cannot sever. Now, we may not have them in our physical life our entire life, but the memory and the impact between each other, we just can't seem to get them out of our mind, out of our heart, and it's in extreme ways. Because the flame, this twin flame that's between, takes inner work and outer reflection to these significantly extreme levels. Like I wrote in here, it's like a master's class, where in this lifetime, we needed and wanted this extreme experience. It's like gold, that it takes a great amount of heat to have impurities and to have things that they call dross bubble up to the top. And then we scoop them off, and then the heat gets hotter and more stuff comes to the top, and we scrape it off, and then the heat gets even more hotter. So it is this, beautiful, beautiful draw. We have wonderful extremes on either end of beautiful, deep intimacy and passion and deep love. And then we also have heated battles and heated mirrors where they are showing us things that we may not want to see, but they make sure that we see it. So these are the three areas. And so whatever you are drawn to, you might be drawn to all three because you definitely have soulmates in your life. You might have a soul partner going on right now. And also you might be having a twin flame. We don't always have a twin flame in each lifetime. Obviously, because we would just explode every time. But whatever you are drawn to, you have a choice of one will be the soulmate, two will be the soul partner, and three will be the twin flame. I'll start off with the soul partner, number one. But if you want to jump to any of the others, the timestamps are in the description box below. All right, if you chose reading number one, which is the significant current soulmate and what they want you to know right now in your life, in this moment, this is what this message is for. And we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Journey of Love deck, and all the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box of the video below. And so if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. All right. So what would your significant soulmate in your life like you to know right now? This is the one. And you have 3 to 1, card number 10. Beautiful card there. You see that for a moment. And we're going to put that over here. And that is card number 10, as I mentioned. And let's see what message comes in here for you. So there is a heavenly child in your midst. It may be within your heart, in your womb, or a glimmer in your eye, soon to be. This child holds the key to the fulfillment of a process that is happening for you now. The child might be a physical culmination of your marriage or commitment to another. It might be a symbolic birthing of a new self after a time of learning to bring male energies of protection and discernment together with female energies of feeling and creativity, whether within yourself or in your relationship with another. The child might symbolically be a new life, an improved relationship, a book, a new job, a completely renewed way of dealing with what was once a challenging issue and soon will not be an issue for you anymore. Just to name some examples. So from masculine to feminine to child, there is now just one, a new reality dawning with grace. This oracle holds a message for you. New life is upon you now. You're being reborn, and you will give birth to what is meant for you this lifetime. There's no need to worry. Just pray with an open heart that you may be supported to fulfill your destiny. You already are, of course, but prayer can help you realize it. The rest is in the loving and capable hands of the divine. And I love this. Actually, next week's pick a card is going to be around divine masculine and divine feminine. So it's interesting that this card popped out because I was going to kind of combine them. But this card is talking about a little bit what we're going to talk about, but it'll be more in depth next week. But this is about this understanding all these different sides. You have the divine masculine, which is about action and manifestation, divine feminine, which is more of a chalice, wishing and waiting for it to come to you. And then the child is this combination of the two that births this new thing. And that's how you birth things into your life, is by wishing, with and coordinating with the creator, with the spirit world, saying, this is my passion, this is my heart, this is what I want to express into the world, so help. And you allow it to come in whatever way it can, while at the same time doing what you are able to within the situation. So it's this joint co-creative birthing process of something new in your life. So the significant soulmate in your life is telling you, combine those together. Understand, one, you don't have to do it alone, so you can ask for help both of a significant soulmate in your life as well as of spirit. And so there's this joining together, beautiful birthing that is coming your way. And this is talking about really connecting to your destiny, really connecting to your heart, your higher heart, and see how you uniquely want to express your love to the world. And it just so happens we've got the sacred destiny oracle here. So definitely this is about a destiny for you on what you definitely wanted to accomplish or share with the world in this lifetime. So let's see here. What else with this significant soulmate, their spirit, what would they like you to know here? All right. And you've got adventures. Yep. Perfect. Something new coming in with that 10 there. It definitely makes itself known here that there is this ending and this new beginning that is coming into your life, because I just love the change, the swirling, the new birthing that's coming in as you really understand what it is you want to do with your life and the passion that you want to express. And this is called the Lofty Waterfall. I opened up right to the page. It says symbolically, water usually relates to emotions. Moving water is moving and fluid emotions. And it represents letting go and release. Water also represents spirituality, and moving water can represent spiritual rejuvenation, regeneration, and renewal. Water falling from a great height, such as a lofty waterfall, intensifies every meaning of water. The power of moving water doesn't allow life to be stagnant. It activates new experiences and new adventures, new birth, right? So your higher self, in coordination with this significant soulmate in your life, and like we talked about, that can be a family member, friend, a coworker, schoolmate, romantic relationship, and it can also be spirit guides, and it can also be spirit. I didn't mention that before, but we have those soul connections on the other side that are helping us as well. And this sacred landscape wants you to know that something exciting is around the corner, and you're entering a new frontier filled with expansive energy. So begin to look at your world in new and different ways. Something that you thought was mundane or someone who you may have overlooked will open the door to new opportunities and a bigger and bolder way of living. Be willing to see the world around you in new ways. Don't be lulled into complacency. This card appears when you're ready to remove your blinders and take action so life doesn't become stagnant and lackluster. It can also signify incredible spiritual attunement and spiritual voyages. Ooh, I like it. All right. Actually, I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to put these in the middle. And we're also going to pull here from the Power of Surrender deck. And let's see what they have to offer here. What can help you on this new adventure? What can help? All right. So what else for those that chose reading one, please? All right. Then do you want that one right there? And you got Surrender Denial. I like it. And it says, accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. So really seeing life as it is and the situations that they are. And I feel like not denying that you feel stagnant and that you feel like you're existing and you're not living is an important piece, because when you do that, we overcome the fears, of rejection or the fears of what will people say or think when this dream that you were given when you were very young that you've been trying to live up to isn't your dream. It's their dream that they gave to you. And you're ready to go, you know what? I wake up every day going, God, I got to go live my dream. And you know that's not your dream. And you feel like you're existing. You feel like you've moved into stagnancy. And you're ready to start living. So I love all this coming in here. And then we will pull here from the intuitive heart. The True Heart Intuitive Tarot. And let's see what their final messages are here for you. All right. So what else? With that significant soulmate's higher self and their energy want you to know right now. Okay. So they do want all these. One for each here. All right. What else? Okay. Any others? Okay. They just want one right there. All right. So let's take a look here, and we'll start with this one over here. And you do have the Four of Discs. And the Four of Discs is about a stable outside world, but there's also this journey that happens with the Four of Discs or the Four of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot, which is we look to the outside world for our stability and for the definition of our worth, and we find ourselves unstable because we're told to look into relationships and situations like job and education and things like our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions to define our worth. But all those things are unstable, so we feel unstable because people change or they pass away. Situations never stay the same, and things break down, deteriorate, explode, burn down, stolen, whatever, but they are all unstable. And we become stagnant, right? We become bored enough with the disappointment of all those things, the instability of the outside world. We eventually turn inward and upward to connect to something that is stable. It's eternal, it's unconditional, it's that love from above. It's never ending, it's eternal, it's outside of time and space. It's unconditional, not even one thing we can do to lose it. We already have it all, so we don't have to try to gain it anymore. It's just allowing ourselves to move from that experience of trying to define ourselves by the outside world and move inward for that solidity of our worth. All right. Then they want to go to this one. And you have the King of Wands. Wands is your drive, your passion, your inspiration, just your overall energy and spiritual energy. The King of Wands would be the highest energy that you can achieve and experience, which would be your higher self in the spirit world. So definitely they're having you step into your power here by moving inward and upward and really connecting to that higher world. And it allows you to see that whatever relationships are in your life are these perfect mirrors, but you're able to see things from a higher perspective and understand that the flames, these fire, the things that come in and out of our life, all this energy and all this movement is happening for you, and it's to help you turn inward. All our soulmates and our soul partners and our twin flames, everyone is a mirror, any relationship that we have, wanting to show us about ourselves until we see it. Yeah. And then you have the Magician card here too. So there is this, especially the King of Wands that has the magic wand in their hands, the Magician. This very much is about the time of waiting. This talked about the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Divine feminine is waiting. Divine masculine is about movement, and that's what these two are. This is the master manifester. This is like the entrepreneur and someone who can really direct their energy and go forward. So this is this nudge about the waiting time is over. The time for action is now. So I like that. And then we'll go to this one here. Yeah, and you have the Strength card. So here is, again, it's like the combination of these two cards together, because the Lion here is your human self and the Maiden here is your higher self. And the journey of the Lion in this one is that it's kind of like the Four of Discs, where They come down, they're hungry, they're thirsty, they're told to look out into all those three areas, relationships, situations, and things, to make it feel full, but it doesn't make it full. It doesn't take away its thirst. So it becomes hangry, it's hungry, angry, and it's roaring in the jungle because it's so desperate to get some relief from this hunger and this thirst that nothing seems to satisfy it. Well, our higher self is aware of our human self. Sometimes our human self, of course, in the beginning especially, is not aware of our higher self. So our higher self, though, comes flying down because it hears and it feels the desperation of the hangry lion. But it doesn't come down to like kill it and put it out of its misery, or to cage it, to protect people from it, or try to manipulate it with a whip and a chair like they do in circuses and stuff. Because our higher self knows what the lion is searching for is that unconditional love. And it just is very convenient. Our higher self is made of that unconditional love. And so it comes down, it hugs the hangry lion, gives it what it's been looking for. And then that roaring lion transforms into a purring little lion cub, sitting in the lap of our higher self, feeling whole and complete, not hungry, not thirsty any longer, and feeling the love that it's been searching for all along. So very much this journey that it's mentioning here about what to do and how to really find what you're looking for. And then once we're aware, our lion is aware of our higher self, we join together hand and paw and are able to walk through life in such a different way, in such an empowered way, that this is where this birth comes from. So I really like this. And then you have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. This is conflicting thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. And that's okay, because it starts off where we're battling with these, the lion has all these small t truths of what is going to fulfill us, and the supposed to be, and the should be, and the need to be, and the have to be, and the must be. But what happens is when we connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm, that which is rooted in unconditional love, we do see things from that higher perspective, and we're able to release those small T truths or not care about them. We don't try to convince everyone that our small T truths are more truer than your small T truths, because we're not in fear like we were before, trying to defend those, trying to meet up to all those expectations, because we're connected to that eternal love, that unconditional love that doesn't have rules around it. It's just beautiful and whole and complete as it is. And then you have the 10 of discs. So here's another 10. So emotional, physical, just all fulfillment in the outside world. When you have this rebirth, when this thing all connects, you're able to really see the wholeness and the fullness of the outside world. You'll have this gratitude that just flows out of you. Once you find what you're needing within you, your life does transform. You realize you don't have to be as desperate like that lion was to try to fulfill yourself by all those things. You fill from the inside out, and that's where the chalice comes in, because you become this cup. That love from above comes down, fills you up, and overflows out to the world. And you feel full for the first time in your life, because before you were trying to do so much in the outside world, your energy was constantly being sucked out into the world where you never felt full. You probably felt exhausted most of the time. But this is changing for you, and I love that a significant soulmate in your life is saying, join together, allow yourself this experience. See that all the relationships and all those things on the outside world were a mirror pointing you back inward and upward, so you could have this beautiful new adventure that unfolds with you hand in hand, hand in paw, with your higher self. And all these mirrors around you suddenly change as well, because you don't see the world as it is, you see the world as you are. So all these mirrors are reflecting scary things, right? With a scary lion, the roaring lion, until you find this love within, and then you start seeing love everywhere you look, and the world transforms before you into this beautiful, beautiful, overflowing world. So I love this for you. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these pick a card readings, I also put out weekly energy updates, monthly readings, both of those by each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on these and be updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. When you go in there, there's an all option. If you select that, you'll be notified, 1, of any new videos that come out on the channel, and 2, also be notified when I go live to provide free readings on YouTube. So just make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and all, and then you'll be notified. Doing those things also helps spread the Zen love, and it does help the channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy. It wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, please know I'm very, very grateful. These are general readings. If you're looking for more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings currently, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video below. All right, beautiful people, as you go through this adventure, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure. And if you want to check out number 2 or number 3, I'm going on to number 2 next. So if you want to see a message from your soul partner, then stay tuned because we're headed over there. And in the meantime, if this is where we part ways, hang in there, take care of yourself, and we'll be talking soon. If you chose reading number 2, which is the soul partner, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Journey of Love. And any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. So if any of them catch your fancy and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. So let's take a look here and see what your soul partner would like you to know right now for your life journey. One more time here. Like we talked about, your soul partner can be not necessarily, it's your final partner in this lifetime. It can be romantic, but also can be friend and family. Like if your soul partner, like the romantic last one you have, passes away and you don't have a desire to have another romantic partner, it can end up being like a best friend or a family member that is your companion for the rest of your life. So let's take a look here and see what your soul partner, all right, this is the one right here. And you have heart of the moment. Like when I said, what they want you to know in this moment. Well, here you go. So beautiful, bright red card here. So let's put that here. That is card 16. So let's see what message comes in here. Says you are entering a time in your life where past and future are colliding. And in this present moment, you have a powerful opportunity to decide how you wish to continue in a certain pattern of relating or not. This may mean leaving a relationship or starting a new one, but even if you cannot yet make that decision with peace in your heart, you can still partake of the heart of this moment and decide how you shall choose to be. Will you speak? Will you choose to let go of shame and criticism, of judgment and anxiety, of loss and despair, and just be with your own heart now? Will you choose in this moment to trust yourself? Even if that trust says you have to wait a while longer before you can make a more long-term decision? This is a time when you can alter your future, stepping into relationship with another, with the divine, with yourself in a new way. Even the smallest choice for love is a step in the best direction. You have the heart of the divine within you. It's not too hard for you to choose love. Let go of the people who want you to choose jealousy or fear or doubt. Their games are not nearly as fun. Choose love, and who knows, maybe they'll join your party instead. So this oracle brings you a message. You are in a transition zone in your life and relationships. It is one moment that will manifest as many opportunities, where one choice will open up many pathways to fulfillment for you. We always have the chance to create our future with our present choices, but at this time you are in an especially fertile karmic period, having just come out of a cycle of learning, and you're about to enter into a new cycle. And this is the time to be willing to take a chance or a risk to be happy within yourself, no matter what is going on around you. So your life is about to take a karmic turn, and you can feel peace in that knowing. Oh, right. So your soul partner, their spirit, wants you to know that you do have this opportunity. You are going through this transition in your life where past and future are kind of like you're in this in-between. And while you're in this in-between, it's turning inward to your heart and not looking so much on what is going on in everyone else's life, how everyone else is choosing whatever they're wanting to do, choosing pain, choosing suffering, like I said, choosing jealousy, choosing that or this. It's like going into your heart is the important piece. All right. We're also going to pull from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, see what else that your soul partner has to tell you. Just one more time. All right. So what else for the soul partner? All right. This one right here. And you have patience. Yeah, right? Beautiful card there. We'll put that right next to here. And let's see what patience has. And this is called dense fog. And water represents our emotions, our feelings, our subconscious, and our nocturnal dreams. And when the water becomes condensed as fog, we can't see clearly. Fog occurs when the air is cooled to the point at which it cannot hold all the water vapor it contains. Thus, it condenses water vapor, where it is suspended in the air as fog. We can't see what's ahead, and things that look one way in the fog will look another way in the light. However, when you can't perceive what's on the horizon in life, your imagination can surge forward, and your sixth sense can be ignited. This sacred landscape wants you to know that in dense fog, it's best to be quiet and still for now. Don't go forward. Wait. It's hard to see what lies ahead, and things may not be as they seem. Things that seem one way may in fact be completely different. Be patient. The truth will emerge. And in this state of obscured visibility, your imagination and intuition can be sparked. If you can wait long enough, your dreams and inner yearnings can come to fruition. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to those seemingly random thoughts. Yeah, so this is also saying that the future is kind of foggy. You're in the in-between, so be still, be patient. Turn into your heart. Trust your intuition. See what's in there, not on the outside, but on the inside. So I like that. And then we're also going to pull from the Power of Surrender cards here. And let's see what else we have here. All right, so what else? Okay, they do want this one here. And you have Surrender to Joy. Beautiful. And it says, a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling. During both the hard and easy times, keep surrendering to more joy. So yeah, definitely as you turn inward, you don't have to choose what everyone else is choosing on the outside. Like I was talking about, people choosing jealousy, people choosing this, people choosing that. You get to choose. And the more joy that you choose, the more joy that expands. And so your soul partner is asking you, whether they're in this lifetime or in the other side already, choose joy in each moment as much as you can, because that is your natural state. That's what they feel over on the other side. We are beings of unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter. That's our natural state. We come down here, we experience the opposites, but we also have that choice to do that. We don't have to fall into the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, all those expectations of what we've been taught about this situation means this, and we have to feel this way as we go through it. There's this always a choice to choose joy, regardless of whatever situation we're in, even though it may be against the grain and against what is expected. So I love it. And then we have the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. So for your final messages here, we'll see what else your soul partner wants you to know. To that one, this one. They do want these up here. And that one will go over there. Okay. Just move these to the side over here, and we will start with this one. Yeah, and we have the Devil card, which is the shadow, which is the shaker and the rattler of our lives, where this is all about what we were just talking about too, which is the Saturn type of energy where, we're taught all these things growing up, all those expectations I was talking about this is how you're supposed to feel, this is what that's supposed to mean. But the Devil card comes in to show us what is caging us, what is chaining us down and making us feel small and restricted. And it does it by shaking up our world. And it challenges us to look at all those beliefs and see if they're fitting for our present life. We create a lot of things growing up to protect us, to keep us from having pain, and to gain more of the praise that we liked. But a lot of them we've outgrown them. They're no longer fitting. And that's what happens when this comes in. It rattles our cages to see us, and it sets us free. So I love that coming in there. Yeah. From expectations, which is this card. I call this the expectations card because expectations equal disappointment and heartbreak. And so this is what you are being set free from. You're realizing that, when we're given this long list of things that we have to obey and meet in order to be lovable and acceptable, we are constantly under this energy of disappointment or being feel like we're disappointing others because of their long list of rules that they have. So there's this freedom that's coming in here through this situation and this in-between time that you can reflect on going, is that really real? Is that really what I want to feel? Where did I learn that from? Do I want to maintain that going forward? Or do I want to choose joy? Yeah, you're the King of Swords, so it makes total sense. King of Swords, swords here. So all the swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your expectations. And the King of Swords has the Ace of Swords there. Let me see. There we go. Without a glare on it. So that is the Ace of Swords that allows you to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm, where you find the truth, that capital T truth that is rooted in unconditional love. And it allows you to cut away and slice away these small T truths that are rooted in the fears of losing conditional love, those things that we were taught. And so this freedom comes as you, in this in-between period, you look at, it did say you're in this growth period. And so you're looking at where you were coming from, what you were believing, and where you're headed toward. And you have the Two of Discs. Yeah, so balancing things out in your outside world. You're really balancing things between the higher world and the lower world, realizing you're so much more than just this human character, that there isn't just situations of fear rooted in the fear of losing conditional love, that there's a higher choice. Every moment is a choice between unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. And you're realizing this balancing of your life is coming out because you thought there was only one choice. But now in this in between, you're seeing there's so much more as you connect to this capital T truth that's rooted in the higher realms. Yeah. And the power of choice coming right in, which is perfect because this is what we've been talking about as well, which is, every second is a choice between those two. And we are the ones that get to choose what story we apply to any situation. We are the ones that get to choose what emotion we choose. And I know in the beginning, Spirit told me that. I was like, I don't know about this. I don't feel like I'm making a choice. But they did show me. They showed every human child. When we're young, we are inundated with all of these popular opinions on what something is supposed to mean and how we're supposed to feel as we go through it. And it's given over and over and over to us where we take it on as our opinion, not know any better. We're kids, right? And we make it our habit to choose that story we apply to a situation, the emotion we feel as we go through it. But it becomes so much of a habit, it becomes a reaction. And that's where I was going with it, is that it happens so fast, it doesn't feel like we're making a choice, but it is a habit, and we can break the habit. We can change how we feel about things instead of feeling like when I lose my job that it's horrible and I should be upset and feel like I'm a loser. Instead, I can choose to look at it that it's unfolding for me and that I was a toxic relationship, an abusive relationship where I wouldn't leave it no matter how they treated me and underpaid me because I didn't feel I deserved any better and I didn't think I'd be able to find anything better. But now that they fired me, I'm like, wow, I can go live my dream. Now I don't fear not being able to find anything. Instead, I'm investing my energy in finding something more in alignment, and you end up finding a different type of place that appreciates you and pays you more. And you're like, oh my gosh, I love it. And that's our power of choice that comes in, which is throughout this whole reading here. Yeah, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune, knowing that everything in our life happens on purpose for a purpose. And even though we have all these tons of these fated events, we still get to choose what it means. So definitely there's this beautiful awareness from your soul partner about the power that you have in each moment. And as you rediscover your power of choice, your entire life can switch into this beautiful, beautiful, it always turns for us because everything that comes into our life is for us. But where this turns you towards is into situations where you feel it is fortunate for you. So beautiful, beautiful movement of energy here. And I absolutely love the power that your soul partner wants you to remember about yourself, because every moment you could choose joy. Might be kind of boring because we have that on the other side, but just knowing it's an option makes the choosing small t truths and the fear and everything with it not as restrictive and chained as before, because every moment you could always change and choose differently. So I love it. All right, well, this is what their message is for you. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these pick a card readings, I also put out weekly energy updates, monthly readings. Both of those are by each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on those and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. And then clicking the subscribe button gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an option for all. If you select it, two things happen. One, you'll be notified immediately when new videos come out. And two, you'll also be notified when I go live to provide free readings on YouTube. Also, doing those things I mentioned helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy, giddy, excited, it wants to automatically share the videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, beautiful people, as you go through this adventure of empowerment, just know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing journey. I'm sure we'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. If you chose the twin flame reading, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Journey of Love deck. And all the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. So if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. So let's take a look here and see if you have a twin flame in this lifetime, what message they have for you, whether you've met them yet or not. And if you don't have a twin flame in this lifetime, you can still get a message from a twin flame that you had from another lifetime or a future lifetime. So let's take a look here and see what is coming in here for you. All right, that is the one here. And you have Dream a Little. Ah, love it. Beautiful card there. Put that over here. It is card number 51. Opened right up to it. Wow. So it says, the divine wants to bless you with inspiration, just as a lover would come to the door of the beloved with a spontaneous gift of flowers. So dream a little. Let your imagination wander and wonder. Let it, not left. Let your imagination wander and wonder. What if? What else could be? Break down the rigid walls of expectation. Just because something has been does not indicate that it must continue in the same way. So dream a little and receive your spiritual gift. This oracle brings you guidance. A spiritual gift of inspiration is on its way or has just recently been received. It isn't flight or fancy. It's a gift from the divine. Receive it and believe in new possibilities. And there's a little poem here. Let me read this to you. It says, from unexpected meetings, we talked and shared our lifetime. A gentle peace, full quiet time reflected in our smile. We winged our way to distant places and walked along remembered faces of lives we knew we lived some time before. Wow. And like a bud about to flower, having reached its appointed hour, we watch ourselves begin to open in the warm touch of spring. Wow. So definitely there is this, especially talked about lifetimes together. And so definitely a message from your twin flame about this journey that you guys have been on. And a lot of times the twin flame, we talked about in the introduction about him being a special agent and with an extra special mission to help really we are drawn together in such strong ways because there's such huge inner work and huge reflection that we want to have with each other, and that we come down here on purpose, knowing that I'm going to be this huge flame for you to help you purify, and you're going to be this huge flame for me. We're going to be connected in such a way we can't get away from each other, which is wonderful when it's in that passion and that deep love extreme. But when it's that extreme heat where we're, having things that we're looking at in the reflection that we don't want to see quite right now, it can be a little like we want to get away from them, right? But I love that this is all of them saying that there's a beautiful gift of reflection, a beautiful gift, and especially mention flowers, new budding, new blossoming. And if flowers have a significant meaning in your life, you will see them either around somewhere on a social post or somewhere. That'll be a message from them as well. So Sacred Destiny Oracle is where we're going to pull from next and see what else your twin flame would like you to know. All right, so what else? All right. And we've got healing chaos. Yeah, this would be the twin flame, twin tornadoes. Beautiful. I love that. And we'll put that right here. All right. Let's see what else we have. So this is Spiraling Tornado is the name of the picture here. And it says, energy in our universe spirals. Water spirals in the wake of the fish that swim through the stream. Air spirals in the wake of a bird in flight. The moon spirals around the earth, which spirals around the sun, which spirals around the galaxy. Even our DNA is a spiral. It is the healing principle of life. It's not an accident that the ancient symbol for healing is the two spiraling serpents. It is the sacred spiral. Most people assume that there is nothing good that comes from tornadoes, but every part of nature has value. For example, although some birds lose their habitat from a tornado, birds such as the prairie warbler, the whippoorwill, the woodpecker, the grouse, and woodcock, as well as forest salamanders, all benefit from the new landscape created by tornadoes. Downed trees provide habitat for black bears and white-tailed deer and create dens for many kinds of animals. So tornadoes churn up the soil in ways that rejuvenate the earth, right? Get them ready for flowers. This sacred landscape wants you to know, when you receive this card, it acknowledges potential chaos or the need for chaos as an activator for profound healing. If your life seems chaotic, know that it has an underlying energy of healing. You are being healed on all levels. You are a healer. Alternatively, if your life is calm to the point of being stagnant, this card suggests that it might be time to create a bit of chaos in your life. It will activate healing. Do the unexpected, mix life up a bit. I love that. Because that is a perfect description of twin flame. The twin flame fire just, moves stuff, it creates opportunities for healing because it uproots stuff. It brings things to the surface. So I love this. And there's even a huge spiral here on this card. So I love the message coming in here. So when there's a tornado going on, say, hello, twin flame. Thank you for bringing in this chaos, because in the end of it, it's going to be for your benefit. All right. We'll also look at these Power of Surrender cards here. Let's see what else would your twin flame like you to know? All right. They do want that one there. And you've got surrender to your intuition. Love it. Tune into your inner voice and be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Yeah. So definitely this spiraling also is about moving to the eye of the storm, right? When there's chaos going on around, turn inward to understand, what am I learning from this? We can transform when we, instead of saying, why is this happening to me? We can understand that it is happening for us. We can ask, why? What did I want to learn through this? Why did I want this to come into my life and happen? And knowing, especially if it's a twin flame and you're like, oh my God, with the description I mentioned in the beginning, if that you're like, this is the relationship I have with someone, just know it's divine. It is this divine appointment, this contract that you made with each other before coming down here of, this is what I want in my life. And you can look at the chaos in a completely different way, right? The tornado took Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz to the land of Oz too. So it does take you to a whole new place in your life. And then we have the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. And we'll get the final messages here from your twin flame. All right. So what else? What else would you like them to know, please? All right. They do want this one here. They want this one here. This one here. They want that one there. And then they want the one from the bottom for over here. Okay. So we'll start with this one over here. Yeah, High Priestess. So definitely here's your intuition. Here is stepping away from everything. The High Priestess gets away from all the chaos. She steps into her high temple. And within that, she goes deep down into her emotions. She steps behind the veil to see and connect to the unknown, connects to the higher realm as well. So there is this message about, I really feel it's time to kind of step away from a lot of all the drama, a lot of all this storm that's going on around you. Move to the eye, step away and breathe. Find calm in however way you find calm. Is it a hot bath? Is it a time away at a bed and breakfast? Is it a walk in nature? What is it that this is for? How do you get away from everything? So I really like that. And you have the Six of Wands. And I love the Six of Wands for you. It means victory. Wands are your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration. But it's also the recognition card. And so I do like this recognition coming in because I feel like it is your twin flame recognizing all the work that you've done regarding the storm, all this ability you've developed to turn inward and to really look at things in different ways. And it's like they are saying they're so proud of you for your ability to step into your high temple and to step away from everything, and just the growth, the amount of growth that you've had just over this lifetime. Because you definitely have this movement on the outside world, but you're able to stay solid on the inside, at least more and more now. We all start off doing somersaults around in the storm. And you have the Seven of Swords. This is what they're proud of you for. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And the Seven of Swords is you realizing what of your own thoughts, your own beliefs, and your own mindsets have been stealing from you, have been deceiving you, been cheating you out of love, been cheating you out of opportunities in the outside world, and all of that. Just a feeling of loss and a feeling of having things stolen out of your life, feeling cheated out of things. But these thoughts and these beliefs and these mindsets of your own have been the ones that have been doing it. And you're discovering that more and more and more. And as you're being drawn into the eye of the storm, you're able to see things more clearly. And you're able to really pinpoint what these thoughts and these beliefs that you have that have done that. Yeah, and here's the Eight of Wands. So this is about a ton of messages coming in from the spirit realm, as well as from your twin flame. A lot of passion too, a lot of energy. So definitely guiding you to use and have that energy and that fire now is to move inward rather than expressing a lot of that energy outward. And so your twin flame is telling you it is time to have this energy that you invest in so many others and doing so much in the outside world and trying to achieve so much in the outside world. It's time to turn it inward and focus it on you. And you have permission to focus on you right now. Yeah. Because here's the Six of Cups. Cups are your emotions, and the Six of Cups is known as like the nostalgia card, or sometimes it's people coming back in your life from the outside world. But I feel like with all this inner reflection, it is about your previous emotions. And how you transform those emotions is you realize that every moment is a choice between either the fears of losing conditional love in the outside world or connecting to the unconditional love of the higher realms. And so every moment is a choice between the two. And when it is an emotion that has to do with fear and pain of the past, you realize that those does not have to do with unconditional love, because it doesn't feel all warm and fuzzy, right? So it is of the fears. And when the human goes into fear, what happens? It goes into this fight or flight mode, and our human brain gets put on pause, and as all this blood rushes from our brain to our arms and legs to fight or flight. And I usually say, like, it's the cat mind that takes over, which is it hisses and attacks, or it hisses and it runs, or it hisses and attacks and then runs. And when we realize that a painful situation in the past, when we realize that it was of fear, and that's where the pain came from, was this pricking of fear in our heart, we start to realize that the other person was not acting in their right mind. They were acting in their cat mind, and their child self felt unsafe or out of control in some way. And so it went into this animalistic mode to try to get back into control, try to feel safe again. And it does things that are unintelligent. It does things that are unloving, unkind. And you're like, yeah, that definitely describes that. And maybe we also were in fear. And so we were in our cat mind. And so maybe we were in a cat fight. Or maybe we ran away when they, made loud hissing sounds, right? But when we go back and realize the situation and reevaluate it from the eye of the storm instead of being out in the storm, we do see things so much more clearly, and we look at that memory and we transform it, and we start thinking of them a little differently in the situation, realizing they were in fear, look at the situation differently, and ourselves. It's like if you swam out here into the ocean, someone's drowning out here, right? And you swim out there and they're panicking, and so their arms are flailing all over the place and they smack you upside your head. You're like, why are you hitting me? And then they grab onto you and they pull you underwater with you. And you're like, why are you trying to murder me and drown me? And you finally get them, and you get them to shore, and then they're safe. And then they come back. And you see the real them return back to their eyes. They're not this panicked animal anymore. And you realize that, they weren't trying to hurt me. They weren't trying to drown me. They were just in fear and panicking. And now that's how you look at them differently. You don't take their actions personally because you see they weren't. They were just all about them feeling unsafe. So I love that for you. Yeah. And then here you go. What a beautiful card to end with twin flames. Beautiful, beautiful, partnership. This is what is capable. This is what comes from twin flame journeys, is this embracing of this love between two people exchanging. You can even see here how they're exchanging the love, the unconditional love in each of those cups. And that is the journey of the twin flame, is to reveal to each other the unconditional love that exists within you by becoming a mirror and constantly having that flame get hotter and hotter, that the conditions, those fears, are removed and removed and removed, till eventually what is left is just the unconditional love of each side. So we're seeing that unconditional love in each of those reflections. So I absolutely love this for you. What a great twin flame communication from your twin flame. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these pick a card readings, I also put out weekly and monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. And then by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an option for all. And when you select that, two things happen. One, you'll be notified immediately when new videos come out. And secondly, you'll be notified when I go live to provide free readings on YouTube. And in addition to all of that, doing those things helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy, happy, excited that it wants to automatically share the videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you're inspired to do any of those things, please know I am ever, ever so grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video below. All right, beautiful twin flamers, as you go through this amazing twin flame adventure, please know that every second of every day of your life, you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have a fantastic journey. We'll be talking soon, I'm sure. And in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.